We are not doctors. Nothing in this podcast should be taken as medical advice. Consult your physician before starting any workout routine. This is the Martial Heart Podcast.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back. It is Sunday, Sunday the 15th, and wrapping up the weekend here. It's going to be a return to work for me tomorrow, so big day. I'm going to get up and actually go to work for the first time in 5 weeks. That ought to be fun for everyone involved. No, maybe, maybe not. So anyway, today I had a pretty busy day today, so instead of actually working out, I did a bunch of stuff around the house. I did some yard work. I mowed the lawn. I have a riding mower, so it wasn't that challenging. Pulled some weeds. In fact, I was doing the same thing in the same part of the yard as when I had a heart attack. So there was a little bit of weird feeling about it, but I got that done. Did some other stuff around the house. Went and visited some folks. So was out and about, running around today. And I feel pretty good. I'm a little bit tired, not going to lie. But, not too bad. So we'll see tomorrow how that goes. Because I'm going to spend the entire day working. And then right after that, I have to go to cardiac rehab. So I'll be there and doing that for about an hour, hour and a half. So it's going to be about a 12-hour day for me. Pretty much before I get back to the house and I'm able to relax. So I'm thinking that the podcasts are going to have to start being done in the evenings, like this. So it's going to be in the evening time when I record them. So they'll upload as soon as I'm done, as far as I know. But, and I don't know. It depends on what my schedule is going to be like. I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue to do them every single day. But if I can, I would like to. But if not, I'll, 2, 3, 4 times a week, I should be able to throw one together. But, we'll see how this week goes. If I have time every evening to sit down and just do a little quick rant. I know it seems like it doesn't take much, but there's some prep work that goes into this. There is some testing of equipment that goes into this. There is some practicing. There is some, audio testing, stuff like that. And, making sure everything looks the way it's supposed to look. So, it takes about an hour or so to throw together a 15-minute episode. And then, of course, you have to upload it and do all that stuff. But, we'll see. I'm going to try to do it. If not, I'll do it, a few times a week and see how that goes. But everybody wish me luck for tomorrow. It's going to be a busy, busy day. And I'm looking forward to it, though. I really am. I need to get out of the house. I need to, get some fresh air, interact with some people. So it's kind of sucked being cooped up for 5 weeks with, nowhere to go, nothing to do, and with nobody wanting you to do anything or go anywhere. So, it'll be nice to sort of start getting back to a normal routine. And there's this whole dual camera thing, fourth wall period right there. But I have this, anyway, I'm learning some cool tricks. And so, that's only going to make it a more interesting podcast. Maybe. We'll see. But, switching back and forth. And that's actually an old Samsung phone that wasn't even mine. Neat tricks that you can do in OBS. I don't know. OBS should start paying me for advertising as much as I've talked about it since I've started doing this podcast. But it's a really cool program. And it takes some, getting used to. It takes some practice. Takes some Google searching to get it all straightened out the way you want it to work. But yeah, once you get the hang of it, it's a pretty cool program. And it's free. So, open source, it's free. What can you Can't complain about that. So pretty much today, other than being active and, doing yard work and stuff, it's been thinking about the diet again. And it's supposed to be a Mediterranean style diet, or, you're not eating that much red meat. You're eating good fats from, nuts and, unsaturated fats and lots of fruits and vegetables, white meat, but fish, lots of fish if you're into fish. So I've been thinking about that a lot and realizing that even though I sit and I try to act like I'm going to follow this diet, and I've tried it, I haven't actually, since the peripheral artery disease thing, I haven't really stuck to it that well. And so I'm going to have to get a little more serious about that. But the cardiac rehab person was asking me if on this diet, if I feel like I'm getting enough protein, because a lot of the time when you're an active person, you're going to need more protein. So I may have to up the protein intake above what the normal diet would call for. I might have to eat, double portions of chicken or fish or whatever. I don't know. Somehow I've got to get the extra protein in and extra calories to burn once I start getting more active. So, and that's starting. So the cardiac rehab is going to be working. So I'll be doing that Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, or the weekend. I'll be working out on my own. So Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday with the direction of the cardiac rehab people. And so getting back into the activities, and maybe going to start getting back into shape, really, because it's been hard. It hurts being out of shape and starting to see, you're getting soft in places and things like that. It's no fun. So even after a heart attack, you still have that, I don't know, ego and pride and that, the way you look at yourself, I guess. So it takes a hit, because you're obviously you're not doing anything for a number of weeks and maybe even a number of months, depending on the severity of what happened and how they had to treat you, if you had to have open heart surgery or whatever. So yeah, it's hard. So I'm hoping that I can get the heart rate up and start exercising to a degree that is going to start actually help me start getting back into shape. But right now, the concentration is just on, getting my heart back in order, because it takes a while for your heart to heal up after having a heart attack. So we're going to be doing that instead of me just, working out like a madman trying to train for some sort of event or something. It's just going to be trying to ease into just getting my heart to do stuff again, to get elevated. Like, above 100 will be interesting. So hopefully Monday, tomorrow, they said they're going to kick it up a notch. So we'll see how much that's going to affect, my heart rate and how I feel about it, because there was a little bit today when I was doing a lot, probably a little more than I, should have, or a little more than I would have wanted to. But yeah, I start to get a little bit of pressure in the chest. So I've got to stop and relax, take a little break and go from there. So it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like I was in pain or anything. It was just, feeling the pressure in the chest and kind of feeling like, hey, I'm going to need to park the mower and go sit down and have some water or something just to take a little break. And so that's what I did. So it's a big yard. It takes a while to do it. So it takes about 3 hours. So, there was 3 or 4 breaks in there. So that worked out okay. And it didn't overtax me or anything. It didn't break a sweat even. So we're good as far as that's concerned. But again, this week is gonna be the big test. Getting back to work, getting back on a regular schedule, working and doing cardiac rehab. So all that put together, we're going to see if I'm actually ready to do it or if I think I'm ready to do it and I'm not really. So that was a question that came up today, which was, are you sure you really want to do that? So, but the doctors and the rehab people, they don't want me sitting around doing nothing. They want me to be out there and start getting active and exercising and, doing normal things again. So that's what we're doing, with the understanding that if things start to get, weird, or if I start to feel overtaxed or, start to have pain, chest pain, shortness of breath, those kind of things, dizzy spells really bad, to stop doing what I'm doing and relax and take a step back and maybe realize that I was doing too much. So I'll keep you posted on that. And, maybe tomorrow after my long day, I'll sit down here and give you guys a recap to tell you how it went, to let you know how I feel about getting back on a regular schedule. But I think as the podcast goes forward, I think I'm going to try to pick a topic or something to discuss. We're just discuss some very particular stuff. And I do have some interviews that I need to edit and throw together, but it's going to take a long time. And stuff like that. So I'm going to be talking to some more people. We're going to discuss lifestyle changes and things, but I think we're going to pick topics. And I'll explain what my experience was like for that particular topic, going through this, what I just went through. And maybe get involved in some activist type work, for advocating for healthcare and proper fitness and proper diet, and taking care of your heart before you have a problem. And, maybe some pediatric cardiac issue stuff. I don't know. I feel like I want to get involved in something. So we're going to see. We'll see what I can get involved in and what I have time to do and still do everything else and hold down a job and everything. But, I feel like I want to do something. I don't want to, waste this kind of thing that happened and just not want to help or not try to help someone else. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it feels like a wasted opportunity if I don't help somebody who might go through the same thing that I went through. So I want to do that. I want to help people. And it's just sort of something that's been, gnawing at me for the last 5 weeks. Was what can I do? How can I get involved in, some sort of advocacy type thing, or, just awareness things, or like the Heart Walk is coming up. I think it's like next week. It's a 5K. I'm not doing it because that would probably be a bit much for me right now. Not that I don't think I could do it, but doing a 5K I think is going to be a little too taxing on me at this stage, and I think it might upset my doctor and my therapist if I was out there trying to do a 5K. But even though it's a walk, but so I'm not gonna be able to make it this year, but definitely next year. I want to get out there and do those sorts of things and participate a lot more. And so, hey, anyway, something weird happened, and or I hit the wrong button, or something happened, and the recording stopped. So. I'll fix that. I'll just tack this on to the end. So anyway, that's where I am. And I'll let you know how tomorrow goes. Everybody have a great week. Eat right, exercise, take care of yourselves. And I will talk to you soon. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. We'll see.